Hello. So today I'm going to talk about Warcraft logs and how you can use this to basically improve your DPS. You can basically look at any class, any fight, and see what kind of talents people are using. You can even go through the timeline to see how they open up and where they use cooldowns, where they might hold. You can even watch the movement of the fights and stuff like that. So it's going to be a quick one just to give you a quick rundown of what kind of stuff you can look at. So if you go to warcraftlogs.com and then click the three lines up here, you can see all the different bosses. You can also do this for Mythic Plus, but I'll make a separate video specifically for Mythic Plus. This is going to be just for raiding. So if we choose a boss here, let's go Guardian. I like looking at this one because it's just a single target fight and it's DPS check usually. Make sure you check what difficulty you're doing, because Mythic is a different fight to Heroic. I'll look at Heroic, that's what probably most people are doing. And then you can look at your class. So I'm currently playing Demon Hunter. So I'm going to look at Havoc. And again, you can go even further. You can choose what Covenant you are. I tend to leave this just all Covenants, because then you can have a good look to see, if you're currently Night Fae, maybe Necrolord is rising through the ranks and you might want to change. So it's just a good way to keep an eye. So straight away at the top here, we have all the talents straight away. So you can see first row, second row, and so on. And it gives you a nice quick percentage of what, basically the top 100 passes in the world are using, which usually are the best. As you can still see, Momentum, especially on Guardian, is being used. Demonic is still very good. You'll see some probably high passes up here with Demonic build, maybe. Looks like it's mostly Momentum. You got Demonic there, so you can still do very good as Demonic, but majority of people are running Momentum. So you can see Bellblade seems to be the favorite talent there, followed by Demon Blades, Unbound Chaos, Netherwalk, Essence Break, Astroglaive, Momentum. So if you've watched my previous video with the Havoc guide, basically the same talents as that. Now we get to look at Trinkets. So again, Vile and Salvaged. Literally everybody uses that. My favorite one I've only just got this trinket, so previously I've been using the Ticking Sack of Terror. But basically any class you can look at here and you can see the talents, you can see what the best trinkets are, and then we get into all the soulbind conduits and stuff like that. And at the end you've got legendaries, and you can see here most people are using the Burning Wound. Right, so if we go down to this table here, you can have a look at some of the people doing, you can see their DPS, you can see their specific talents. I prefer looking at this than this, because this gets a little bit confusing, because this is using multiple covenants and setups and stuff. So what I like to do is just look at people. If you're doing this right and you're not running the spec that the person is looking, you might want to scroll down until you find somebody running your build, because then it'll probably probably line up better. So if we have a look, this person's using Momentum, he's using the same trinkets I'm using, and then you can look here and see if you're using the same conduits. So yeah, it's great. You might find that you're missing a conduit that you maybe should be using because everyone else is. You can also see if this person, got freaking power infusions galore. So let's have a look at, I'm going to pick, that's a lot of PIs. I don't like to pick somebody who's had like 10,000 PIs. This guy's got the same trinkets and everything. Let's have a look at him. So click on the name. If the language is different to yours, there'll be a translate button that'll pop up here so you can translate and follow along. Once you're on this page, you want to click on the person once again. Right, so now you're looking at the damage breakdown here. So if we go to summary, you can have a quick look even further here. So now you can see what kind of set bonus this person is using. So they are using the Unholy, which is nice. You can see what gems they're using, enchants they're using. You can have a look through their gear in case you're not too sure what rings you should be using. And you can just get a good view of all the stuff they're using basically. Another thing I like to have a look at as well is you can look at buffs, and you can see what food, what potion they used, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's great. Now my favorite thing, this is amazing, but my favorite thing is learning the opener. So if you want to see if you're doing something wrong or different, maybe not wrong but different, you can go look at the timeline. Make sure you're on damage done and go to the timeline. Right now we have a breakdown of the whole fight that we can scroll through and basically see what button this person was pressing. Go away, Advent. So now on opener, you can see he'll use Foul Blade, then Immolation Aura, and then he'll Foul Rush, and then we've got I-Beam. Is this guy Nightfay? Oh, there's the hunt. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, I-Beam, and then he goes into the hunt. Vengeful Retreat. I'm guessing he metas. I can't see where meta is. Yeah, it is. Vengeful Retreat, meta, and then Foul Rush, Essence Break. I normally the other way around, but that's fine. He uses his Trinket, Foul Rush, Demon Blade. If I go down a little bit more so I can grab this. And we can, so you can literally just see the first like 10 seconds or so, and you can basically get the idea of the opener. What you could do as well is you can scroll through the fight to see when his cooldowns come back up, or their cooldowns come back up. And then you can watch, you see like here he uses Vengeful Retreat, Essence Break, Foul Blade, Immolation Aura's back up. And it's just really useful if you're struggling with your opener on a fight. You can see, you can look at like maybe 5 people rather than just one, just in case, this person actually messed up, but they ended up getting a good parse anyway. You can also, I don't like doing this, but I've been told you can basically click here and you can find certain parts of the fight. So if you want to see why he did so much damage here, you can click. I don't know how it works again, but you can basically like isolate a 10-second window and look into it in more detail. So now, if we'll do this again, and let's just go pick Paintsmith. And I will pick a class I don't play, so maybe you guys can follow along. So let's just go, let's go Boomy. So, balance. And you can have a look, see, I have no idea about balance, this is all going to be alien to me. But you can have a look straight away, you can see 100% of them are using this legendary, so probably the right one to use. You can see the trinkets, obviously, quantum device. I know a lot of Boomies like that. And again, you can look through all the talents. So you can look at the first person here, you can see their talents, check them against yours, what trinkets they're using, what conduits they're using, what legendary they're using. So if we click on Teddy Druid, it's a cool name. Again, we can go to summary. We can check out, oh wait, no, I went too fast. Make sure you click on their name first. Alright, and I go to summary and you can have a look, check the gear out, check their, what's set bonus or set bonus? Ha! What shard sockets they're using. Set bonus. And then if you go back to damage done and go to timeline, you can then check. Wait, is that only how many spells do we have? I thought Demon Hunter was supposed to have like no spells or no abilities, but okay. And then you can go and scroll through and you can see their timeline again and see the damage. Look at that spike. Oh man, that must have been a big moon. What the hell? Okay. Crazy. I guess that's when they come back last phase in Hero, so, big damage. That is kind of a crazy... My timeline is usually like kind of pretty stable. That's... I guess that's Boomy, right? I don't play Boomy, so I don't know. Interesting. But yeah, it's just a quick video. There's so much more you can go into. You can like watch like bird's eye view of the fights and everything. Like the Warcraft logs is amazing, and getting used to reading them is gonna help you out a lot. I'm not like by any means good at reading logs. I just know how to read the basic things to improve, and maybe if I'm switching to a new class or spec, I can spend half an hour and I can figure out what I should be using, what my rotation should be, what my opener should be, and a lot faster and a lot more precise. Like I just feel like it's better information than just going like looking at a website, for instance, that might tell you what talents to use, because you can actually look and see what the the best players and people who are getting the best parses are actually using, which is usually usually right. Especially if you pick like 4 or 5 of the top people, and if they're all doing the same thing, it's most likely right. So, but then yeah, I hope that helped you out, guys. I'll make another video purely for Mythic Plus, So if you guys are interested in that, I'll link it down below. If anyone does play Havoc, I did release a guide going over the momentum build, so you can check that out as well. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope this helped you out. If it did, you know the usual: YouTube, give it a like, subscribe, blah blah blah. And if you want to come hang out with me, I stream on Twitch like every day, do viewer raids and keys, and if you have any questions there, just pop by and I'll do my best to help out. Yeah, stay safe, take care, I'll see you soon. Bye.